Hello everyone, I'm Catnip, or Crazy, or whatever you want to call me, and this is the Clan Gen Challenge. I'm a little late to the party, but whatever, you know how it is. And before we start, let me just say I'm using Clip Studio Paint time-lapse feature for the speed paints, which isn't the best. You can't see what tool I'm using or when I zoom in. Also, I changed the name of medicine cats to medics. That's just a personal preference on my part. I also didn't follow closely with the patterns, like I didn't really pay attention to what the different tabby stripes would look like. I mostly focused on what design would look best. Also, the cats are gay. I don't make the rules, that's just how it is. Okay, now for the lore. Lilac Clan lives in a small town that was abandoned. Why it was abandoned, no one knows. The clan lives in the suburbs of the town, and their camp is a broken greenhouse. They were originally pets, but no one in the clans really remembers this, because it's been so long, but the reputation of being soft and silly remains. So, Beestar, formerly known as Bee Rumble, is the leader of Lilac Clan. He is described as a short-haired, cream-spotted tabby with yellow eyes. I tried to make the spots look like very simplified bees. You decide if I succeeded. I also gave his tail the bee stripes, because of course. He has a very bouncy personality, he's very outgoing, and he's very proud of his clan. His mate is Pelt, and his kids are Applepaw and Gingerpaw, and his apprentice is Spiderpaw. His rise to leadership put a bit of a strain on his relationship with Pelt, which we will get into more when we talk about Pelt. But overall, his clan is happy with his leadership. But he doesn't have a close relationship with either his deputy or his medic, and really anyone in the clan. He used to be close to his daughters, but the strain from Pelt has really affected those relationships too. The only cat he is close to is his apprentice, Spiderpaw, but that's a child, so you can't really talk to them about a lot of the more serious issues he's having with his life, so... Gorswiter is the deputy of Lilac Clan. She is described as a red mackerel tabby with short fur and green eyes. I just gave her the regular tabby markings that I gave to most cats. I gave them a bit more fluff around the cheeks to simulate the whisker part of her name, because I don't draw the whiskers. They are a demi-girl, so they use both she and they pronouns. She is also a lesbian. They're a former rogue that came to Lilac Clan after they were forced out of their home because of flooding. They don't get along with Pelt at all, but most of the clan have accepted that she's deputy. It was a rough road to prove that she could do the role, but they are very hardworking and determined, which is the reason they were made deputy in the first place. Mistletoeno is the medic for Lilac Clan. He is described as a short-haired white cat with golden eyes. His brother is Dustberry. He hasn't been the main medic for long, but he's very competent at his job. He never liked fighting, and cared too much about hurting other cats to be any good at it. He is the peacekeeper of the clan, and thinks himself above the petty squabbles, but he loves to gossip with the other medics at gatherings. This is when I stopped writing the rank on the drawings, but this is Dustberry, a warrior of Lilac Clan. He is described as a chocolate classic tabby with short fur and gold eyes. As you can see, I forgot the stripes, but I don't think he needs them. I like this design for him. A boring design for a boring guy. He is mates with Nightstream, and his child is Spiderpaw. He loves his wife and his child, even if he doesn't understand them. Next up is Salmonfur, my favorite. She is described as a short-haired, blue and cream-ticked tortoiseshell with copper eyes. They are non-binary and use both she and they pronouns. Their son is Evening Paw, and his father is unknown. Well, at least to everyone else but Salmonfur. Salmonfur doesn't really look like a tortoiseshell, but I wanted to have her fur pattern look like a salmon. I also gave them hair that looks like a fin across their back. They're kind of on the outs with some of their clanmates because the clan doesn't really get them. Salmonfur is very curious, and they want to understand everything. It can rub her clanmates the wrong way when they do weird things to get answers, like talk to cats outside of the clans and observe prey instead of killing it. Pelt is the last active warrior of Lilac Clan. She is described as a black and red classic tortoiseshell cat with long fur and golden eyes. Her pattern is the least interesting in my opinion, just a bunch of squiggles. I did give her heather flowers in her neck fur, which helps make the design interesting. Heather Pelt has a big family, especially in comparison to the other cats in the clan. Her father is Ravenstripe, her sister is Nightstream, and her children with Beestar are Applepaw and Gingerpaw. She loves her kids and her family, even if she is angry with Beestar a lot of the time. The reason she's so angry with him is that she thinks that she should have been made deputy, and not some rogue. Beestar didn't make her deputy for a number of reasons, one being he didn't want to show favoritism, and the other is her temper. She has the classic tortitude. She has grown bitter ever since Beestar failed to make her deputy. Next, we have the apprentices, starting with Evening Paw. He is described as a blue mackerel tabby with long fur and amber eyes. Evening Paw has his mom Salmonfur's fin fur on his back. Evening Paw is the chillest of the apprentices. While he isn't as curious as his mom, he doesn't think she's weird for it. He never knew his dad, but he doesn't really care about that. Gingerpaw tries to make fun of him, but he never rises to the bait, which just makes Gingerpaw angrier. He's friends with Spiderpaw, and his mentor is Dustberry. Applepaw is described as a short-haired, black and red mackerel calico tabby with hazel eyes. She gets her eyes from her grandpa Ravenstripe. I tried to make her look like an apple with a bite taken out of it. Applepaw is quieter than her sister Gingerpaw. She's still mad at her father, Beestar, not because she actually feels that way, but because her mom is angry and she believes she should be angry too. Her aunt Nightstream is her mentor, and ever since Nightstream became pregnant, Applepaw has been fascinated with it. This caused Mistletoeno to ask if she wanted to become a medic. She said no, to everyone's confusion. I'm thinking that Applepaw creates the den mother role in these clans when she's older. Well, that is if I make this story. Gingerpaw is up, and she is described as a black and red spotted tortoiseshell cat with short fur and golden eyes. I mixed up calico and tortoiseshell with this one, sorry about that. But she still has the tortitude inherited from her mom. Now, Gingerpaw is strict. She doesn't take well to outsiders or strangeness, just like her mom. She's angry at her dad for passing up Heather Pelt as deputy. She thinks it would be great to have a family line of leaders, but that would be nepotism and something Beestar definitely doesn't want. She finds her sister's fascination with Nightstream's pregnancy odd and tries to distract her with training. She's jealous of Spiderpaw being her father's apprentice and getting to spend so much time with him. Now, the last apprentice is Spiderpaw, who is described as a short-haired black cat with copper eyes. Now, you may have noticed that the generator says that Spiderpaw is a she-cat, and I put his pronouns as he, him. That's because I made Spiderpaw trans. Why? Because I wanted to. Now, Spiderpaw is very timid. He's trying to get better with help from his uncle Beestar, but it's very slow going. He is friends with Evening Paw to the displeasure of Gingerpaw, and they have a great relationship with Beestar. If I were to make this a fully fleshed out story, then he would probably be the protagonist. Alright, now for the only queen in the clan, Nightstream. She is described as a black spotted tabby with short fur and amber eyes. I don't think this can actually happen in the wild, but I made her stripes and spots a lighter color than the rest of her fur. And I gave her stripes as well as spots to look like a stream. Nightstream is on her second litter and is very excited to have more kids. She loves Spiderpaw and thinks he would make a great big brother. Nightstream is not as strict as Heather Pelt, but isn't close to either Gorswiter or Salmonfur. She finds Applepaw's interest in her pregnancy strange, but harmless. Okay, the last cat of the bunch, the only elder, Ravenstripe. This old man is described as a short-haired mackerel tabby with hazel eyes. I gave him 3 feathers to represent his 2 daughters and his dead mate. I forgot to give him scars, so imagine a lot of scars. Ravenstripe lived a long life full of hardship. He lost his mate to illness a while ago, though that wiped out most of the elders, and he never got over this. He is very lonely being the only elder in the clan. He wants his children and grandchildren to visit him more, but he has too much pride to say this out loud. And that's all, folks. Oh, wow, that was a lot of talking, but also a lot of fun. This was my first time recording a video with my voice in it, so tell me all the things I can change for the better. Please tell me. Please tell me some things I can change. Yeah, so bye for now.